Back in 1996, INXS frontman Michael Hutchence would present Oasis with an award for their huge hit Wonderwall at the Brit Awards, but the happy occasion resulted in one of Oasis's members hurling an insult to Hutchence as they left the stage and would result in a diss track. That's what we're going to discuss in today's video. At the 1995 MTV European Music Awards, it was reported by Ultimate Classic Rock that INXS frontman Michael Hutchence and Oasis frontman Liam Gallagher nearly came to blows backstage about Hutchence's then lover Paula Yates. There wasn't much follow-up reporting, but a year later in 1996 at the Brit Awards, it seemed like water under the bridge, at least initially. Hutchence, who was an Oasis fan, would present an award that night to Oasis for Best British Video of the Year for their single Wonderwall. Oasis would take to the stage to accept their award, but as the band left the stage, guitarist Noel Gallagher would hurl an insult at Hutchence, saying the following:
"Has-beens shouldn't present fucking awards to gonna-bees."
It was during the time of the Brit Awards that INXS had started writing what would be their final album with Hutchence, 1997's Elegantly Wasted. The band had come off an extended hiatus after their last record, 1993's Full Moon Dirty Hearts, was a commercial disappointment due to both lukewarm responses from critics and changing musical tastes. Hutchence would tell the Album Network in 1997, "We really want to get off of the old carousel for a while. As a band, we'd recorded an album every 12 to 18 months over the past 5 or 6 years. This helped to create a situation resulting in a lot of personal and business friction within the band, as well as the record label, so it just seemed like the logical time to take a break," he'd say. It was sometime after the Brit Awards that Hutchence was now in Dublin working on INXS's album Elegantly Wasted, and was at a bar one night with Bono of U2 when Liam Gallagher supposedly walked in and got into a verbal altercation with the INXS frontman. Bono kept the peace, but Hutchence was so infuriated with the event that he headed back to the studio and added a background vocal to the title track that said, and I quote, "I'm better than Oasis." Here's an interview with Hutchence being asked about the background vocal.
The Elegantly Wasted, the actual song, I don't know if you hear this at all, but I always hear the line, "better than Oasis," as opposed to "elegantly wasted." Are you saying that?
No. It's a weird thing, yeah. No, I would not say that.
I'm pretty convinced that's what's being said in that song.
Maybe I am.
Do you think you are?
No, people have said that. I've heard that myself. It's strange phenomenon.
Weird how that happens.
Weird.
Do you think you're better than Oasis?
I don't. I'm never really into being into comparing stuff, you know. I don't really care to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And then my final question was just about how would you suggest someone starting up in a band deal with the things that you've obviously had to deal with tabloids and just with wanting to live in a city and having so many eyes on you, so many focus, you know, because by rights of being a rock star, that private life automatically becomes public domain. And how do you manage to handle it and stay sane about it?
Well, I mean, for me, I would say don't live in London at all, and because otherwise, yeah, everywhere else it's not too bad, but London, you just get shanghaied by these guys and exploited, and they make it up as they go along. If they can't find it, and it's just terrible. But otherwise, I guess I don't know. I don't have any advice really. I mean, I've always sort of prided myself in trying to be sort of naive about myself and just get on with your own life. And
Do you think about leaving and going back to Australia?
yeah, I'd love to eventually. But you know, I don't think you should live your life being pushed around by people either. You know, so we'll see.
Okay. Well, it's been a real honor meeting you. And
It's a
I look
pleasure to
forward
meet
this
you.
show.
Hutchence would take his own life in November of 1997, and to his friends, Noel's remarks were said to have humiliated him. Noel Gallagher would discuss the incident in 2000, 3 years after Hutchence' death, telling Uncut Magazine, "The second night of the Brits, 1996, we didn't know Michael Hutchence was going to present us with an award. It was the first award of the night, and there had been words said before the ceremony in the papers. So when he came out to present the award, we went, right, these British organizers have stitched us up here because they know what's going on. So we decided that every time we hit the stage, we're going to give it to everyone, so we effing duly did. It wasn't scripted or anything like that. We probably wouldn't have done anything if Michael Hutchence hadn't come out and said his little bit. I heard Liam wants to fight me. We were like, don't effing try and pick a fight with us, man, because we're the best at giving verbal abuse, and off we went, he'd say. While the band's last album with Hutchence wasn't as commercially successful as their earlier works, the title track would peak at number 2 on the alternative charts in America. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again on Rock and Roll True Stories. Take care.